Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right, so I'm on PTS today. We're going to have a discussion, very serious discussion. I didn't go over the patch notes because there was just so much shit to go over on the patch notes. Now, we got some changes. Pretty decent changes. And I want to commend ZOS for the effort, but for what they're doing. But it's still a far cry from what we're going to be accustomed to or whatever. So let's get into this. I think it's important. I think this is really important to talk about due to the passive changes again. Okay. So what I want people to notice here is Prodigy. So they've kind of realized, you know what? We can't get hybrids. We can't get a lot of these off meta builds. See, this game wants to promote diversity. Problem of it is they keep feeding into the meta. When they're not working on sets, they're feeding into the meta. The more they try to nerf and adjust things, because they nerf the wrong thing, and then they're like, okay, well, we'll make it up by putting it here, and all that does is reinforce those toxic players. Okay? I'll get into some of these CC sets and some of this stuff too as well. Everybody's talking about it, but I've seen nothing but ball drops by a lot of these supposedly content creators. They just miss the big picture. Over and over and over again. They miss it. So, if you haven't heard, or you probably watched some other person, I don't know who you watch. Hopefully me, but... increase your weapon and spell critical rating. Now, this is important. Critical rating. Increase your weapon and spell critical rating by 219 for each piece of light armor equipped. That's important. The critical rating, meaning your crit. I've said that, you know, the one thing the meta drops the ball on is Stam, since the last update, is more prominent. Is more prominent. This reinforces that, but it doesn't matter. They'll overlook it anyways. And this concentration. A lot of people talked about concentration, and this is really going to be needed. But you're going to see back. You're going to see a 5.2 config or back to a 5.1.1. I think for more than likely, Stam will run 5.1.1, but for the Magic users, they're going to go 5.2. The reason Magic users are going to go 5.2 is this done right here. Increase your critical damage. Let's repeat that. Increase your critical damage by 2%. Woof. Okay. Now, this just once again reinforces it, because now they're going to be able to scale their spell damage and their critical damage. Now, the reason I got on this character is pretty simple. Because let's first off, let's open up some sets and stuff, and let me see if anybody's on. Probably not. Whatever. Okay. So let's check it out. I don't really care if people don't want to listen to me or whatever. It's fine. It's not whatever. People don't want to. You know, if you don't, if you're not a big fan of me, turn it off. Turn me off. If you are, you know, say hi. Okay. I honestly don't care anymore. And I love this because a lot of people are going to be like, whoa, we called it, Mystic. No, you didn't fucking call shit. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to have to load back in because there's a bug. See, it doesn't load up when it's supposed to. I think I can just walk out of the portal and walk in. But anyways. Now, why, I'm going to let you guys in on this secret. ZOS wants hybrid builds. That's what they're trying to do. But why isn't hybrid builds going to work? Because of the sets that are already out in the armor type that they're already in. Meaning if I go to any dungeon, there's medium armor drop, light armor drop, so on and so forth. The only way, the only goddamn way, the only fucking way that hybrid building works in this game is if you could change the armor's type. Meaning if I loot, let's say, Burning Spellweave, right? In City of Ash, it's light armor. If I could transmute the armor type from light to medium. That's the only way hybrid building will be able to work in this game. I mean, I give it up to them. I'm giving it up to ZOS. They get an A for effort, but they, once again, get an F for a failed attempt. They're just reinforcing meta. That's all they're doing. They're basically handing tools to meta over and over again. You're never going to break the meta cycle unless you were able to transmute the armor type. If they did that, the meta would fucking crumble. It would fucking decimate everybody across the board. Why? There would be too many variables. There would be too many reconstituted numbers that the meta could not keep up with. They couldn't. Nobody could. Not even I could do that. Nobody could do that. You would need the friggin' computer, the simulators, to be able to calculate every known combination up to the point. Someone would be like, oh, it'd be still Scoria. It'd still be this. No. You have to understand, because of the passives that they put in place, and they've been rolling out, right? If they were able to transmute an armor type, your complete meta would never recover. Ever. Yes, there would still be the waiting kill that everybody would utilize. There would still be this. There would still be that. But as far as like the meta, you couldn't. No more. You'd still use crit sets because ZOS nerfed critical values to a point, and that's once again why I'm doing this video. Typically, I wouldn't even give a fuck, to be honest with you. I'm just about fed up with the trolls anyways, because they're fucking morons. But, you know, there's just no way to handle it. There's just no way. Okay. So, let's get into monster sets. Okay. Let's get into my trial set. I'm just going to redo my one build in dungeon sets. I want to show you guys some of the differences here. Medium. Well, I'll get into Overland too. Just hold on. Just to show kind of something. All right. All right. I got that out. Nope, I need my bow. Gonna need transmutation stones. They didn't give us any transmutation stones this update? Just give us the gear. Fuck. Whatever. Alright, got that. I think we're good. I think we are. I have to get the Kina out yet, but... Alright. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Oh, wrong mace. Only got one. I'm looking for the 2H. I'm having a morning. I got my coffee. I was up all last night reading these patch notes, going over shit. I was like, okay, let's do this again. I saw a couple people talk about it. It's everywhere. Whatever. Popped in a couple known people, but big ball drops. Always disappointed. I know I'm an asshole. You don't like me? Get over it. I don't care. Now I'll grab a medium. I'll grab a light. I'll just grab whatever. Okay. Now, typically, I run a Moloch Kina heavy and medium. I run a 6-1 config. Why? Because of the critical values. It typically is what I did. Right? So, I'm used to rolling something like, oh my god, I swear to god, I hate that. But let me show you guys something. Okay, divine. Divine. Need a light head. Fuck, I do need a light head. Alright, so let me go into the champion points. Now my maul, I picked them all intentionally. Why? Because that's what I use. I use that with precise. Alright. We'll get that critical value. The only two things I'm really wanting is to show the penetration and the critical. Right? That's the only two things I really am concerned with showing you guys here. Now I run the Thief Mundus with the update. And the shadow's gone. It's gone. It's not coming back this update. Don't worry. That's gone. It's still gone. It's sidelined. That's not coming back anytime until the critical values get readjusted. So get over the fucking idea of bringing back the shadow. That's not happening. Okay, it's just not. Okay, I don't know how to break it to you, but that's just the way it is. That's the reality of the situation. All right. Now, before I put on anything, my penetration is 4,000. Now, this is what it looks like in live, right? But notice that my weapon critical is 4,600, right? It's only 4,600. Now, if I go to the target dummy, that raises up. But this is before Kina or adding anything else, because of course I'm going to add like my whatever. And I just kind of want to get, now we're up to a 52. Now once we add, because why? Because of major savagery. Okay. Alright. Now, the biggest deal about this is I'm used to rolling with one of the Moloch Kina mediums and one of the heavies typically. I don't usually go to Vine, so we're going to switch that out. Moloch Kina Lighthead infused. Alright. So this is my setup right here. And that puts me at a 53% even. Alright. Oh shit, excuse me. Now the reason being that this is so prevalent, and why it's so prevalent, because my critical damage is increased with medium. Why light armor increases what? The other critical modifier. So, for me to stay with heavy is only justified by what? The health passive and the other passives. The medium's not going to really do me so good. But let's say I add 1 divine. Now look, I go up 1%. Right? But I also gain that extra penetration. Same thing with the heavy head. Let's roll up the one piece of this. And now look at my pen value. I'm now slightly over with a 55 weapon critical on top of my modifiers. I didn't apply major savagery. What the fuck, yo? Why am I not getting my major savagery? Or did I? Get minor slayer. There it is. There it is. Minor, major. Where? You know what, Zoss? Really? Really fucking Zenimax? Really? You know, I like it when I'm trying to test something. There's a minor... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, there's the minor slayer. Okay. I'm like, what the fuck, yo? Okay, yeah. That's right. So we're good. Okay, that still doesn't make sense. I'll show it on live. I'm well above that. But anyways, that's why we're on here. We want to test everything. Alright, so... oh, well, I don't have any slotted, except just the passive right here. But anyways, which we'll have to readjust, and that's fine. But the biggest deal about it is that setup. My bad. Is the setup. That's why a 5-2 now is going to be more prominent across the board for both light and medium armor. Why? Because the lighter Magicka is going to get the critical damage increase, right? They're already wearing a kilt. They're already wearing one kilt. So they're going to switch out that one-piece slime crawl for a medium slime crawl. To get what? The extra damage modifier and the extra spell damage. They buffed the critical damage modifier yet again towards the light armor, towards Magicka. Okay? I know. You don't listen to me. Please stop. Stop listening to me. Stop. Don't watch me. If I see any of you fake fucks out there posting it without credit, I will fucking flog all of you and make a video calling you all out as fucking fakes. And I will link this as my evidence because time stamps matter. You're morons. You always have been. Shut the fuck up. You're morons. You fucking meta scum. You're morons. Okay? You've always been morons. You will be a moron until the day you die, you meta scum. And then you're going to troll me? Shut the fuck up. You're a moron. Anyways, that's it. There's just no way around it. Okay, there's no way, two ways around it. Light armor already has the kill. They already have a piece of medium. They don't like the fact that their pen's going to be taken down, but being overpenned anyways is ridiculous. So let's hypothetically say I was going to switch out to, the opposite version of this, which is Overlands, which is Mothers for me, and I run Full Scott. Actually, I'll do the meta shit. So let's do the meta shit here for a minute. Nope. All right. Nope. I am really needing more coffee. It's usually infused or something, but whatever. Now, usually they have, well, no, they can't do it because they're using it. Never mind. They won't be able to change. They'll still be rolling to whatever. No, it's not Carl. Right. Okay, so let's go ahead. They're going to use one Epilot. They're going to use the jewelry and let's say the belt, whatever. They're going to use the... not pants. I don't even give a shit. The daggers, for sure. We need the mythic item, whatever. Nope. All right. Now, typically I'd be playing, and in a lot of ways, I'm like, I shouldn't even give a fuck. Honestly, I should just let these people just, whatever. Daggers. Oh my god, give us our daggers. Alright. I need my slime crawl head. I was just in there. Dumb mystic. Okay. Now, currently, you can what? I don't care how you roll this. I don't care whatever. How you see it, but this is the way it's gonna go down. Trust you and me. They're gonna go divine because they're still rocking 7 divine. They're dumb, but you know, no one ever said they were smart. Let's say, for example, they were thinking about going light. Typically, heavy's a better option for health gain and whatever, but heavy, this is going to be tossed aside in this case scenario. So we're gonna put on, oh my god, the best in slot. It's the best in slot. Uh-oh. Alright. Now, they have a medium kill. Now, however, but let's just get to the meat and potatoes. Let's just put on the medium for a minute here. Alright. You know. I swear, I need more coffee. Okay. Now currently, we're at a 44.5 with the 53. You only need 52 for pen value. A little over 52. That's where it's at. But notice, now here's the deal, Pickles. Here's the deal. Their critical damage is up by 4%. That stacks. Listen to me. That stacks with all the other critical modifiers they're running. No two ways around it. Zoss just handed them an extra 2% on. The people be like, well, you lose on the wood. It, you know, whatever. It doesn't, the pen or what? Or what? The crit, because that's what somebody would say. You lose a little bit on the crit, right? First off, shut the fuck up. Don't talk to me. Don't even come in my direction, right? Don't even do it. Right. Right, the critical rating. My God, you lose 219. You'll lose a big whopping 219 points for 2% extra critical output. Shut the fuck up. I've done the math. Here it is, black and white. It's a 5-2 config. Sauce, why do you keep doing this, man? Why, Zoss? Why? Why, Zenimax? I'm just trying to get all the stacks of the waiting kill. I don't even give a fuck. Okay. So, without me applying the other essentials, right? You see this. Now, we need to add those essentials. Because there's a lot of things. But what I'm getting at is prevalent. This is all prevalent shit. They're going to lose only 219 for dropping either a heavy or a light off their slime crawl to go with a medium. Whip-de fucking doodah. Whip-de-doo. Man, y'all are being so quiet. Now you could say something. I wish those fucking trolls from that one guild would come in here and talk their shit. We don't agree with Mystic. We don't agree with Mystic. Of course you fucking wouldn't agree with me. But the fact of it is, you always do as I say. And this is what I say. And this is what you, once again, will do. It's a 5-2 config. Why? Because of the modifier. You know, it's just the way it is. Well, we're going to lose a little on sustain. You can make every excuse up if your person's going to hold on. But they're not going to care. The meta players don't give a fuck. That recovery is next to nothing. That pen, that extra little bit of pen, that little bit doesn't mean anything because they're usually overpenned anyways. In comparison to this. That is massive. And for Stam, the opposite effect. Right? It's this that the Stam's going to need. So both parties need two pieces to benefit, while the health passives get adjusted by enchantment or something. Or Eben comes back into play. Or something along the lines. But it's irrelevant. It's literally, or you could use, once again, you know, your CP and then maybe offset a little bit. But that's it. Now, this is what pisses me off about Zenimax, right? They got good intentions, and I give them an A for it, but all the thing they keep doing is keeping their fucking current content viable. Why they work harder to try to do so. While at the same time they smash the meta. Alkosh footnote, by the way, in patch notes. I told you guys that was a DPS set. Let's put it on a tank. It's a DPS set. It always was. No, it's not. It's a tank set. It's in medium armor, you dipshits. I used to wear Alkosh. Maybe DPS will wear it. I used to, Zoss. I used to. Hello. I did. And yeah, it's actually really fucking good. I might have to refarm that set. Holy fuck. So, yeah. The changes they did to it's really good. Problem of it is, it can't compete against Perfected because you don't have a perfected version of it, Zenimax. And why Magic it keeps defending their reasons not to put Stam into play. You just handed the Magic players another 2% or 2% towards their damage output. Here you go, Magic players. Enjoy. Thank you. And now we're not over-penetrated? Come again. Holy fuck. That's serious. It's serious. It's fucking serious. It's all serious. No rebuttals. We're not going to have a rebuttal. Not one. Man. Nobody's going to rebuttal me today. That's crazy. No trolling? You guys aren't even going to try to troll me? I wouldn't. Because you guys, once again, I'd be putting it in your fucking, face. Looky, 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 looky. Okay, it's fact. Okay? I don't give a fuck who anybody watches. They all come here. They all learn from me. And that's the facts. Your favorite content creators stop here. Because they're morons. Okay? That's the way it's going to go down. No two ways about it. There's no way. You can't get around it. There's just no way around it. Right? It doesn't even matter. And like I said, the only way that ZeniMax really addresses the hybrid issue or the meta, if you want it, because we like the off-meta builds, because that's what your game is about, you fucks. But you keep feeding into it. And why? Because you came out with Perfected, you fucking nerfed the wrong fucking thing, right? You just handed them a buff. You handed them a buff. Now, the only goddamn way, a hybrid system would work in this game is if you could change the armor type of which you looted. If you did that, everything would... I mean, even the racials are changing dramatically. I've always said that was one of the things I didn't like about this game. It went there. It went somewhere it shouldn't have, because it wasn't an Elder Scrolls game. And its true design. It's finally trying to catch up to what an Elder Scrolls title is, right? But the damage has been done, right? This, for example, is, one of those things. Weapon and spell damage. But now everybody's running Khajiit. Why? Because of the critical modifiers. Nerf crit chance, increase critical modifiers. It makes sense to me. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. Not. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was the opposite. The more in line you have with your scaling system, the health's fine. But that is always going to make orcs more prominent towards stamina. Regardless of this. Right? A for effort, F for fail. Fail to, execute. Why? Because I can get that with High Elf. But I can get Max Magicka. You see where I'm going? Like, okay, you're setting it up so you could have hybrid builds, but you're never going to execute because the armor sets that you have in place are predetermined. Even if like I said, if I go in, I know Burning Spellweave is light armor. I know Scoria is light armor. I know the Fighters Guild gives me a scaling system towards weapon damage. Now here would be another kicker. Could you imagine if Fighters Guild actually gave you... Oh, shit, they went there. I totally overlooked that. Oh. Fuck. Okay, boys and girls. I guess I overlooked that one in the patch notes. I was tired last night, but oh my god. They went there. Well, it still stands the point. All the armor sets are predetermined. Unless they were able to transmute the sets, there's no way hybrid building is going to work. They would literally have to be able to... You'd have to change the armor sets. Could they do it? Yeah. It's an easy code, actually. It's not that hard of a coding. That's actually probably the easiest fucking thing they could actually ever implement as far as the transmutation. They've already done it with Jory. Basically, it's the same idea as Jory, except it just changes the armor type. Oh, you want Burning Spell Weave and Heavy. Transmute. Oh, you want it. It's only 3 versus 7. But if they did that, yeah, the meta would be fucked. It would be fucked for the rest of its existence. You'd have all sorts of fucking crazy shit running around. Shit that you would never think. And they're getting there. But I just don't think Brian and them. God, I hope they don't watch my streams. Maybe. I always keep thinking they don't watch my streams. That they don't. But they would have to do it. And I just don't see it happening. Okay? I don't see them doing it. You know? Because the meta would throw a hissy fit. Why? Because it would take their little balloon and pop it. No one could ever fucking do anything. You'd be basically seeing mag users running around with Dawnbreakers that had a magic morph and all sorts of shit. I mean, it'd be crazy, y'all. It would be nuts, right? Because let's be honest. That's physical damage. Physical damage scales what? From weapon and stamina. It doesn't scale. Now, if there was a mag version of this, right, that dealt magica instead of physical, and the same thing with, like, the Mages Guild, you know what? I haven't even checked this. Let's go there. If this says stamina increases, nope, they didn't do it. They did not go there yet. Could you imagine? Now, see, this was something I would have put. Increase your max stamina and stamina recovery. And your max magic. Could you imagine? But they'd be like, well, that's the Mages Guild. That makes no sense. But I'm just saying. They went there with the Fighters Guild. If they went there with the Mages Guild, I'm saying, man, they're getting there. They're fucking doing it. And if the more they go there, the more it's going to create a lot of like, well, what are we? Yeah, it would be totally crazy. It would be nuts. We wouldn't know what to do. We would be seeing builds that you would never think of rolling in dungeons and PvP, all sorts of crazy shit. It'd be nuts. It would be insane. You'd have people, because here's the thing. Type in, you know, something like DPS, like Nightblade DPS. 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 are all going to have Scoria. All of them. All the builds with Mothers or Medusa. But just put it Scoria. Nightblade DPS. They're going to have almost the same configuration. Right? That's what's going to happen. Why? Because Zoss pigeonholed everybody into a crit set. And then they pigeonholed. They made it to the... So nobody can get around getting away from those sets. Well, you can. But if you do, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I don't use Scoria. I don't like Scoria. I don't like Scoria. It's a set that I stand there during a mechanic. I don't fucking think so. And then I wait to build up while I'm losing DPS when I can just have War Maiden and have my 600 spell damage up front. Yes, please, and thank you. I don't like Scoria. I never did. I'm like, it's an okay set if you want to stand there. If you want to stand still. Not me. No, thank you. I don't. Because I understand this thing called mechanics. So I know, like, you know, let's say if I could stand there half the time, the other half I'm still running around. Food for thought. But anywho. Alright. But yeah, pretty much that's about it. I just wanted to go over this and whatever. I cannot believe they went there. But yeah, the only way a hybrid system in this game is going to work. Now they've changed aptitude. They've changed a lot of setups. Let's talk about these new PvP sets really quick too, while I'm at it. Now I should be like farming because I'm trying to farm shit up on live. But I decided to come here for my viewers and to stick it to the trolls again and to stick it to the meta players again. Once again, you guys can kiss my ass. I beat you to the punch again. Fucking again. I even gave you 2 days head start. Fucking dipshits. Don't even go there. If you say you talked about it on Discord, link the fucking picture. Link the fucking shit. Shut the fuck up. Proof is in the pudding. Put up or shut up. Okay. So, there's new sets. Let's talk about them. Cyrodiil sets are... Would they be under Cyrodiil? There's a lot of fucking Cyrodiil sets. There's a fucking ton of fucking Cyrodiil sets. Oh my god, I'm going to have to go through all this shit. They've changed quite a bit of stuff. A lot, actually. But one of the biggest things... Robes of Alternative Mastery. Oh man, I used to roll this set, yo. I you know, honestly, that was set, you know, at one time for a healer. It was pretty cool. My healer. Did they put it out there yet or no? Wait a minute. No, that's Battleground sets. They didn't give it to us. They didn't give it to us yet. Okay, Rewards of the Worthy. We have new sets. Wish they would have put those sets in there. But those sets to me are more... They're what's supposed to take care of ball groups. How? You fuck scaling up to the point where, you know, you can't build a viable build with a lot of the shit. Yeah, you can do it for annoying and stuff, shit like that. I think it's going to be more like you talk about performance, but then you put a set that has pulls, giant, large pull systems. Imagine, let's put it this way. Imagine those sets in bridge fights. Lagapalooza is all I can tell you. Once again, intention's good. I understand why they went there. When it comes to optimizing performance and say, oh, we're going to do this because, you know, we're trying to improve the performance of Cyrodiil, but now we're going to put a 2 CC sets in the game that's going to cause huge lag spikes where everybody gets frozen because there's going to be multiple sets firing at once. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah. Sure. Interesting. Let's keep going with performance. Jesus. Let's put AoE sets with crazy pull mechanics in Cyrodiil to control the ball group and still claim performance is going to get improved. Okay. Yeah. Totally, dude. In Battlegrounds, that's going to be insane. I'm not going to like it. And I will see it in Battlegrounds. You know why? Because people will troll it. They will troll the set. They will. They'll troll the set. And it'll be gross. Because pre-mades, I'm telling you, come out with arenas. I like the set, the new, some of the new stuff that's coming out. I really do. I think those two sets are going to be performance problems. I'm not saying I don't like what the sets do, but the functionality of the sets on a larger scale becomes more problematic due to animation and system mechanics, and you're putting a heavier toll on the servers when multiples of those sets are firing. It's not like one person's going to say, oh, I got the set. Don't worry, guys. Everybody else don't put on the set so we can keep performance optimal. Yeah, right. Bullshit. Everybody remember vicious death bombs on the bridge? All you'd see is like explosions with a lag and a timeout. Boom. Server crash back in the day. Remember? You guys remember those days? That is now 2.0. Modified. Who in the fuck is the PvP devs over there? Rich. Come on! And if you tell me Gilliam, because I don't have a problem with Gilliam, but if you tell me Gilliam's on the PvP, I will come over there and nerf bat all your fucking heads together. You're talking about the guy who mainly PvE'd, who barely PvP'd. If he was part of this combat decision, I will come over there and nerf bat every one of you fuckers. Holy fuck! I don't know who's making this decision. Who it was who said, let's put in these two sets, but what the fuck? It doesn't hurt Battlegrounds. Cyrodiil, it's problematic. Mark my fucking words. Okay. And this is the new configuration. Say hello to 5.2. Thank you also for handing the meta their wet dreams. Yeah! We get an extra 2% to the critical output! Motherfuck, I swear to God. Where'd you learn that from? Mystic, but we won't admit it. He doesn't know what he's talking about, but let's copy it. Fuck. I swear. My life. Anywho. There you guys have it. Yeah, thank you, Oliver. But yeah. It's crazy. It's what's going to happen. So this is everything else. Irrelevant. New monster sets. Sure, they look cool. No one's going to give a fuck. You fucked monster sets from here to Kingdom Come with your little stunt to crit. Okay? You literally fucked it. You hosed every monster set. Your DLC dungeon shit means shit. Does anybody give a fuck about any of those new sets? Let me answer that up front. No. There are people like, it looks interesting. Yeah, it belongs in the dumpster fire. Because it doesn't change this setup. Congratulations, Zenimax. You came out with content that's pointless. I told you guys, don't fucking go there. You're gonna fuck yourselves. It's gonna be one of the DLCs that's the least favorable no matter what content you throw at it. Because it's subpar. It's subpar. You fucked your entire monster sets moving forward. You could come out with 10 new dungeons, 20 new monster sets, and none of them are going to mean diddly squat. Why? Because you fucked your entire setup. What sells DLCs is now your hindrance. Because you nerfed crit instead of crit modifiers, and now we buffed it. Fuck me. I swear to God. Facts, right? Just getting in Mystic's morning. Hey, yo, what's up, Travis? Tavis, how are you doing today? But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. I'm telling y'all. So that's what's going to go down. So heads up, 5-2, across the board. Except Heavy. Heavy isn't going to change at all, really. I mean, I think Heavy, once again, you could go max scaling, but, you know, usually a 6-1's really good, or even 7 Heavy really good right now, and I don't see any of that really changing much. If you wanted to push out more damage, going 6-1 on, you know, either side, depending, your tank type would be beneficial, like Wardens and stuff, you know, for their scaling, for their pets and shit. You could push out, Warden tanks push out a little bit more damage on scaling if you go with a 6-1, you know, with like shocks and some shit. But, you know, you could push out a little bit more damage as a tank, but for protection reasons, you know. Alkosh looks good, but no one's going to rock it. Why? Because there's no perfected version of it. Hell, they're fucking still in Reliquin. Now one of the most shitball sets. I mean, yeah, it's still pulling what? 90 something K if you whatever, but it's dealing a quarter less the damage. You're better off with crit sets for Stam. I've already gone over that. And if you do so and you scale the weapon damage, you actually deal more damage than mag. But whatever. They haven't figured that one out yet. But, well, you were, not now. Now it's pretty on par. I'll say that. Because why? Well, no, technically because of the scaling. It's not like magic users are going to be able to scale spell damage. Weapon damage is still prominent. It's not like you're gonna see actual magic users grabbing up like, oh my god, I have a great idea. Let's scale our max magicka and give up our ulti. Yes, we want to do this. I'm going to increase my spell damage by 3% and give up my ulti. Now, I will say it takes the Sigic order. If anything, what this does is trash Medusas further. Why? In the Sigic order, Race Against Time. Because people are going to go back to Trap Beast. So, the Sigic Race Against Time is shit. Why? Because they're going to go back to Trap Beast. You'd be dumb not to. I'll have to make that adjustment as well. Because of spell damage. So, Race Against Time, junk. It's now gone. Completely. So, that's now the crit for the mag, period. Medusa, out the fucking door. Mothers, all the way. Scoria, this solidifies it. With Trap Beast. For the win. Okay. All good. Yeah. So, yeah, there we have it. So, Race Against Time, out the door. Trap Beast, once again, the play card. It's going to be the play card with 2 medium. 2 medium, Trap Beast. Medusa, junk. I hope you guys weren't farming Medusas. Medusa's definitely gone. It's toast. Because no Medusas can't even justify a 3% gain. Alright? It was questionable in the past because you could do without Trap Beast. Well, that's what Medusa's brought to us, right? Right? Was the major, the minor force, not major, minor force, major's from Warhorn, or the set. But Race Against Time isn't going to give us that in the Sigic order. It's just not. Okay? It's not. So, Race Against Time isn't going to give us an increased spell damage. Nowhere. No way. No how. None. Spell damage scale, Trap Beast. Medusa out the window. There you go, have it. Okay, so I hope we all learned something today. Meta players, once again, y'all can kiss my ass. You suck. I gave you a 2-day head start. Y'all dropped the fucking ball. I gave you a 2-day head fucking start. Don't say I fucking didn't. Okay, I gave you a 2-day head start. Fucking ball droppers. Y'all suck anyways. Talented, but you guys fucking can't count for shit. Suck my ass. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Thank you guys for stopping in. I'm sorry about my profanity. I'm sorry if people get mad at me. You know, it is what it is. Yeah. Whatever. This is why I stick to PvP. I get my PvE sets, and then whatever I want, and then I go back to PvP. PvP. All day for me. So, there you have it. Don't say I didn't tell you so. And when it all comes out with your favorite, the other content creators, you can come back here and say, yep, Mystic, you were right. Nobody's going to do that, but, you know, it'd be nice one day of my life that somebody said, you know, made that confirmation and said, Mystic, thank you so much for giving us a heads up. So, yeah. All right. Everybody does it. Some people do it, but I shouldn't say that some people don't, but whatever. Anyways, there you guys have it. As always, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs. Thank you guys. And, as always, have a nice day.